Tonight we welcome a group that does a variety of music. They're going to stick with a lot of the Irish flavor with their songs, but they're also going to do some old railroad songs, some steamboating songs, some Kentucky mountain songs. So we're looking forward to a variety tonight. I present to you tonight, Ice Machine.
Thank you. Well, we're really excited to be back with you again this year, and going to try to give you some fun variety tonight. A little bit of Irish, some Scottish, some Piedmont Blues, some Sea Shanties. So enjoy and make some noise whenever you're compelled.
Down to Brownsville, take that right hand I am going down to Brownsville, take that right hand stop walking till I reach my baby's door. Till the one that I love got long curly hair. Nor her father will allow me there. Cabbage, he gave me turnip greens. Yeah, I asked her for cabbage, she gave me turnip greens. For water, give me gasoline.
Thank you. So this next one is quite a fun tune. This one is one of our originals I was telling you about, and it's based on a true story, mostly true story. You know, with songwriting, there's a little bit of artistic license, and with this song, there's a lot of artistic license. But it had to do with two fellas who will remain unnamed until we sing the song that tried to enter a Irish pub on a night that was supposed to be an open mic night. As it turned out, the person that ran that was long gone. So they were not welcome as they sat up in the corner and started playing Irish tunes. This is a partially true story, and hope you enjoy this little Irish tale called Phil Flanagan's Grin. Small Irish pub known as Phil Flanagan's, with an open mic evening every now and again. Phil was a kind soul who too soon passed away, yet his spirit still lingers, so folks often say. The problem, you see, there's a new boss in town. No Irish tunes wanted, he says with a frown. His name's Nigel Daft, he's a cold surly man. He'll stop a good jig just as fast as he can. That open mic evening, the lads came to sing some old Irish ballads at Phil Flanagan's. Phil sat in the corner just taking it in, a stout in his hand and a big Irish grin. Well, Tommy and Paddy came up with a boy to play Irish music for all to enjoy. How they longed for that spirit of old Erin's Isle, till the boys came around and they played for a while. The spotlight was dim and the stage rather bare, still they strolled right on up and they sang without care. Tom strummed those chords strong and the folks turned around, and their eyes were all bright and with smiles all around. That open mic evening, the lads came to sing some old Irish ballads at Phil Flanagan's. Phil sat in the corner just taking it in, a stout in his hand and a big Irish grin. The boys they played loud and the boys they played clear, till that great Nigel Daft heard the sound in his ear. And he sped right on up as the big man came down, while the girls twirled as fast as a merry-go-round. Then Daft yells out, "Oi, there's no playing up there, no Irish or Scotch, only rock and roll here." But Tom kept on picking with no mind to quit, while the crowd started cheering and no more could sit. That open mic evening, the lads came to sing some old Irish ballads at Phil Flanagan's. Phil sat in the corner just taking it in, a stout in his hand and a big Irish grin. Daft shouted, "You blokes get on out of my place," but Tommy kept picking with a grin on his face. They belted out ballads with verse after verse, those stories and tales that they had rehearsed. Now no one could stop them, for they were on fire. They played 90 songs and they never got tired. The spirits were high, oh, I'll never forget, while the boys finished singing and wrapped up their set. That open mic evening, the lads came to sing some old Irish ballads at Phil Flanagan's. Phil sat in the corner just taking it in, with a stout in his hand and a big Irish grin. Now hanging up high in the front entry hall is a big wanted poster right there on the wall, with pics of the boys known as Tommy and Pat on Flanagan's stage right there where they were at. Oh Flanagan, Flanagan, oh Flanagan, descendants of Ireland's red-coloured man. Oh Flanagan, Flanagan, oh Flanagan, they came from the North County called Roscommon. On open mic evenings every now and again, some folks see the spirit of Phil Flanagan. He sits in the corner just taking it in, with a stout in his hand and a big Irish grin. Thank you. Now, we had discussed earlier the songwriting process of how we ended up with that song. Well, it started with a story. I was not there for it. The two gentlemen over here experienced it, And I couldn't stop laughing at the idea that this happened. And I said, boy, this has got to be a song. They didn't find it particularly funny at the moment, but I said, this is what great songs are made of. So all weekend long, I just started writing lyrics down, gave it to Tom, and said, I don't really know what the song is, I just know we have to have a song. So he comes back a few days later with a melody written for it. Patrick jumps in, and the song was born. So that's how we got there. Thank you. We're going to shift gears on you here and go with kind of a... Is Missouri a American tune, Tom?
It's Missouri, but it's from Irish descendants. It's their experience that they had in Missouri. Is anybody from Missouri here? It's a beautiful state. I won't make the joke about misery. No, I'm kidding. It's Missouri. No, they loved it. It's a great place.
Now that's all the heavy lifting there was done by Tom on that melody picking, so he's quite the guitarist here, and what you were hearing was six string, as we call them. I should give you our nicknames in case you weren't aware. Ice Machine, yes, that's our band, but it really stemmed from Tom, who is known as the Ice Machine, and it has to do with the cadence he keeps. I was sitting next to him for a year or so while he played rhythm guitar, and I just looked over and I thought, wow, it's like a metronome, you know, he's just dialed in. So I said, you know, you're like a machine, and then he came back with Ice Machine. So, and then we've got six-string Patty, and the reason is Patrick, and the interesting thing about that is his banjo is strung somewhat like a guitar, and with the six strings, so it has a unique sound, and he brings the nice rhythm. And then I'm Lightning Mike. I got named that because I kept insisting on fast songs. It's not because I really move that quickly. All right, so now we're going to head back to the Piedmont, which is the region where Appalachia meets the Deep South, and you get a little bit of that twangy Appalachian sound mixed with the deep blues. Somehow I forgot one of my extra instruments in my bag here, so how could that happen? There's only, I think 10 of them up here. Fortunately, I brought it with me. Look at that. See, Tom can come with just a guitar and Patrick with a banjo. I've got to bring all these things to compete with these guys.
And all the equipment.
That too. We're our own road crew. All right, this one is called Railroad Blues.
Got your B flat.
B flat.
Went to the depot, looked up on the board. Went to the depot, looked up on the board. Said good times here, better down the road. Do me like you did for Shine. You can do me like you did for Shine. You took all Shine's money, but you can't have mine. I met a gypsy lady in a fortune-telling place. Met a gypsy lady in a fortune-telling place. She read my mind, and she slapped my face.
Hard to keep your feet still on those Piedmont Blues songs, isn't it? All right, this one you might know. This is called The Old Yellow Dog. It shares some similarities with the,
A little bit.
what is it, the Old White Mare?
The old gray mare. But
The
not
old gray
really.
mare.
A little bit. A little
A
bit.
little bit,
Not
but
too
you know, these songs, it's kind of like America's a blender. The world's a blender for music. You know, you hear a tune, someone comes up just the other day, says, hey, you got to hear this tune. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, I know that tune, but it's not by that name. Who knows where it came from? The old yellow dog went trotting through the meeting house, trotting through the meeting house, trotting through the meeting house. The old yellow dog went trotting through the meeting house down in Alabama. Yeah, the old yellow dog went trotting through the meeting house, trotting through the meeting house, trotting through the meeting house. The old yellow dog went trotting through the meeting house down in Alabama. Brave boys here and brave boys there. Thank you. So we're gonna switch over to a really neat one, Native American song called White Buffalo. It's got a very foreboding sound. And we did not write this song. It was actually written by a man named Mr. Marin in Montana. He passed away about 20 years ago. But this song's become very popular in old-time jam circles. So we did write some lyrics for it that we'll share with you tonight.
Stand their ground. Stone to our right and from the storm on the meadow, neath the little Rocky Mountains, eagles soar across the way. Tribal fires burning where the buffalo are roaming, and they live as one with nature in their sacred mapuche.
Thank you. Well, now we're going to play you another original one that we wrote. This one's not silly like Phil Flanagan's. That one was a joy to make. That one was pretty funny. This one is called The Gathering, and what it was inspired by, pardon me while I deal with technical difficulties here. This one is called The Gathering because we have a lot of people in our group, and they leave for the hot summer. And a lot of them head back, maybe one of them goes to Montana, a couple of them go to Minnesota. And so, we really miss them over those, it's more like 4 or 5 months by the time they're back. But when they come back, it's really exciting to watch everybody get to jam again. And a lot of the jams, if you've ever participated in one or seen them, it's just really friends getting together, and it's amazing when even if you don't know the people, you can walk up with an instrument, and most of the time you can be invited in. And so this song really commemorates that, and we call it The Gathering. Thank you. That's one that's really become popular with our group. We live that one, so that one's quite appropriate every time we're able to get together and sing it. So we're going to move back into a little bit more somewhere. How would you classify Rock Andy, Tom?
Well, it's a Civil War. It's Civil War era. It came out of the Civil War, out of the Appalachians. It's called Rock Andy. Some people say rock candy, but it's Rock Andy. Or even I'll learn you to rock a man. I'll learn you to rock Andy is another name on it. It's an old time Appalachian Civil War tune. Usually played with fiddles, but we don't have our fiddler, so. Rock Andy.
That's some good finger picking right there. Now we're going to shift into an old railroad work song. You happen to know 9-Pound Hammer? You might recognize it. Thank you. If you're not familiar with a dulcimer, it's a uniquely American instrument, so it's very much part of our Appalachian history. It was a simpler instrument than a guitar, and it's supposed to be reminiscent a little bit of the bagpipes, because when the Scots-Irish settled in Appalachia, they didn't necessarily know how to make bagpipes. A lot of things were lost on the journey. So you have a melody string, and then you have these drones, and it's the drones that kind of give you the memory of the bagpipes, or gave the Scots-Irish the memory of the bagpipes. So I think you'll know this one. I don't even think we'll have to tell you the name.
Turkey in the straw.
You know, when you start a song too fast, what are you supposed to do? Whew. All right. It started smoking. You couldn't see it from where you were, but it actually started smoking. I was afraid it was going to set off one of the fire alarms, but we stopped just in time. Okay, so now I'm going to go over to this one here. So what's interesting is you notice Tom and Patrick have the one instrument, and the neat thing about the guitar is it's like a piano. You can play in any key. I'm always entertained by Tom's guitar skills. Tom, would you show them just a sample of what we just did, Turkey in the Straw, and change keys a couple times so they can kind of see your fancy finger work?
Let's see.
Oh, you want a different song?
How about Whiskey Before Breakfast?
Yeah. You get an idea. Now you'll hear the key change when he does this.
How does Whiskey Before Breakfast go?
Or Eliza Jane.
That was the key of D. Now how about the key of E? Now how about the key of F? I think you get the point. This thing can go all the way up here. So.
That's why he's the ice machine. I love that part. I put him on the spot, but we occasionally do that to each other. It's kind of fun to see the other person sweat just for a minute. Okay, so this one is a really cool Appalachian one called Cluck Old Hen. And you might know it, and you might sing along. So my point in showing you Tom's demonstration with the keys is each one of my dulcimers is keyed to a different key, because the advantage of the dulcimer, it's a simpler instrument, and this is my melody string at the top, and it happens to be in the key of A. But I get these drone strings. So the dulcimer, while simpler than the guitar, gives you your own rhythm guitar. So if you're by yourself, it's kind of like you're getting two sounds in one. But simpler instrument has a couple of advantages, but mostly the guitar eclipses it pretty quickly on versatility. So this one is called Cluck Old Hen.
Another railroad tune. Enough for the whole darn crew.
Thank you. That's one we call a trance tune. When we're not doing a concert, sometimes we'll, if you're really good at a tune, you have to play it obviously more than 3 times. So one thing that's been really valuable to me, we do a barn jam where we play in a barn, and we will sometimes play a tune that we're learning. I mean, we could play it 10 minutes straight, maybe 15, and you just get into kind of a cycle, and they call it a trance tune. And because usually what happens is you're kind of getting roughed in on the first 1 or 2 passes, and then it's that last maybe 20 that you really get dialed in, and then some fun things happen. Sometimes what will happen is once musicians understand that the melody is covered, they'll start experimenting with some harmonies. So that song gets pretty fun late at night when everyone's kind of just sitting silently staring at their instrument playing continuously. So we're going to go back to some blues for you here.
Go down to Deep Ellum, put your money in your shoes. All the women in Deep Ellum got them Deep Ellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Ellum blues. Money in your socks. All the women in Deep Ellum gonna put you on the rocks. Sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Ellum blues. Oh, sweet mama, down to Deep Ellum just to have a little fun. Have your $15 ready when the policemen come. Sweet mama, daddy's got them Deep Ellum blues. That was a song about a part of Ellum, Texas, kind of a bad part of town where these guys would go, railroad guys would go sometimes.
Got a couple sea shanties here that we'll do for you and call it a night here. So the first one's great. It's a sea shanty about an Irishman that came over, and he was somewhat led on by a girl he met, and so he kind of learned the hard way.
And as I went down the Broadway one evening last July, I met a maid, she asked me trade, a sailor lad, says I. To Tiffany's I took her, I didn't mind expense. I bought her a pair of gold earrings, they cost me 15 cents. And away says, my lime juice sailor, now take me home you may. But when we reached her cottage door, she this to me did say, my flash man, he's a Yankee, with his hair cut short behind. He wears a pair of black sea boots, he sails on the black ball line. And away round me and to the docks did steer. I will never court another girl, I'll sail away from here. I joined the Yankee blood boat and we sailed away next morn. Be careful round them ladies, boys, you're safe around Cape Horn. And away, Santee, my dear Annie. Oh, New York girls, can't you dance the polka?
Thank you. And our parting sea shanty for you is a fun work song. So that one was about after we got off the boat. This one's about when we're on the boat. And now you'll get to see some more skills from the ice machine here. The living metronome. Now you'll notice this cajon we have says Acme Explosives. So we assume it's a matter of how hard you hit it before you activate the powder. So we're going to try to keep it on the down low.
You guys hear that okay?
more instrument. You get to hear them all tonight. Let's see, at least the ones I brought. If I leave any behind, just have fun with them. You want me to start, and then you'll pick up the beat after I... All right. All right.
I heard the old man say, he's gone, Kanaka to ride. Today is a holiday. Oh, gone, Kanaka to ride. To ride, oh, to ride. Gone, Kanaka to ride. To ride, oh, to ride. Gone, Kanaka to ride. We'll work tomorrow, but no work today. He gone, Kanaka to ride. We'll work tomorrow and we'll earn our pay. Oh, gone, Kanaka to ride. To ride, oh, to ride. Gone, Kanaka to ride. To ride, oh, to ride. Gone, Kanaka to ride. Those Frisco girls ain't got no combs. Kanaka to ride. They comb their hair with the herring backbones. Kanaka to ride. To ride, oh, to ride. Kanaka to ride. To ride, oh, to ride. Kanaka to ride. Just one more heave and that will do. Heave, John, Kanaka to ride. For we're the crew to pull her through. Oh, John, Kanaka to ride. To ride, oh, to ride. John, Kanaka to ride. To ride, oh, to ride. John, Kanaka to ride.